Let's just allow ourselves to, as always, just arrive into the practice. Give yourself a minute or two to scan through the body. You might find areas of tension or stress. Just notice where they might be. Lift up the toes, place them back down. You might start to just rock a little forward and back. Feeling into the connection of the earth beneath our feet. Just allowing the busyness of our mind to just slow down for the next half hour or so while we practice. Our shoulders move away from the ears, heavy, arms heavy by the side. Let's drop an anchor and we start the week always standing, moving towards energy. Maybe we can use practice to gain some awareness of habits or patterns we might like to leave behind, clarity we might like to move towards. Let's turn our palms out. Or inhale to reach up. Exhale, turn the palms down, feel everything sink down. So often we feel like our consciousness is right at the top of our body. As we inhale and draw new energy in, let's feel like we draw that energy into the mid part of our body. This is where we gain our energy from, our inspiration from. One more time, we draw up, side out. Let's bring our hand, one to heart center, one to the lower belly. Let's take a moment to feel into the breath without trying to change it. Get a sense for whether you're breathing high in the chest, low in the belly. Whether the breath is fast or slow, regular or erratic. Move our mind to become the watcher, the noticer, the observer. Instead of always busy doing things, reading things, planning things, our mind just becomes the watcher. Soon our body becomes the doer. As you start to file into the breath, you might feel the belly expanding as you inhale. As you side out, feel the hand move back towards the spine. As you inhale, the diaphragm drops, abdomen expands. As you exhale, diaphragm lifts up. You might notice that idea of finding space within our body, extending and expanding our sense of self. You might feel like the breath moves into the rib cage, all around the spine, the base of the tailbone. Back of the shoulders, the neck. Let's get some energy moving around our body. Bring our fingers to our chest, tapping across the front of the chest. Right across the expanse. Let's open out down one arm. Along the inside of the arm, down to the wrist. Flip the palm over, come back up the outside of the arm, back of the neck, back of the shoulders, across the front of the chest, down the inside of the arm, back up the outside. Back of the neck and shoulders. Let's go down the front of the body, around to the lumbar spine. Might massage with hands, not with loose fists. The glutes. Down the outside of the legs. As you reach down, just rub around the heels. Take a breath. Knock up the inside of the legs. And as we come up, we'll just allow the arms to extend out without any effort. Keeping our hips and knees mostly facing forward, so all the movement here is in our waist. Shoulders heavy, arms just moving with momentum. Might take a moment just to check, not holding the breath, not holding any tension in cheeks or jaw, neck. Just allow your forearm to knock against the base of the spine. This is where we hold our fears, our anxieties. Sometimes fear is necessary to alert us from danger, but we live in too much fear. We stop moving, stop growing, stop changing. We stay small. We never know what we're capable of. Slowly allow the arms to come back to stillness. We're going to bring our hands into heart form, but fingers facing down and behind the back. So our thumbs, knuckles are pressing into the base of our tailbone. We press down through the feet, knees are slightly bent. Inhale together. Exhale, turn the neck, gently look back. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, turn. Just move with the breath in your own time. And let's meet back in the center. Shake the arms out. Let's roll through the wrists. You might like to roll one of your ankles if you can find balance. Both directions. And switch to the other leg. All right, let's bring our feet back shoulder width apart. We're going to come into our box breath. Just see if we can bring our attention to the pause in between the in and the out breaths. Let's interlace our fingers. Inhale to draw the arms up, palms lift, turn at the heart, press up. Let's hold the breath and to bring our eyes forward, pressing through the heels. And then we exhale to take the fingers apart, sink down through the shoulders. Everything heavy, let it all go. Let's inhale to lift again. Push up, lift up. Pause the breath, eyes come forward. And we exhale, empty out the lungs. Inhale. Eyes come forward. Exhale. And find that moment where the breath comes back of its own accord. Feel like you're suspended as you wait for the next breath to come in, just like your breath is breathing you. You're going to try and bring this box breath, this four-sided breath. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause, into our Qigong movements today. All right, the first form we're going to do, we're just going to expand on that box breath. This time, inhaling to take the arms out wide. Hold the breath while we turn the palms up. And then exhale, we sink into the heels and we draw our little fingers towards each other. We wait for the inhale to come. Draw the palms in. We pause that breath and then we exhale to push out. Sink through the heels. Arms are wide. Come back to the pause as the hands come down. Inhale to lift up. Pause the breath, turn the palms up. Exhale, drop through the shoulders. Inhale, draw energy in. Exhale, push out. Pause the breath, draw the arms down. So as we inhale, we're going to be bringing in our beginner's mind, our sense of exploration, of curiosity. This I don't know mind. But I'm ready to be challenged, ready to find out. As we sigh out, we let go of a sense of fixed ideas, fixed identity, sense of I only like this, I only want that. And as we open out, continue to be curious, to explore, We might find new patterns that we can bring into our lives, new habits. Pushing out the stale ones, pushing out the energy we don't need. So often, we can keep living in a kind of permanently restless, permanently distracted state. Monkey mind is always telling us to check our email, look at our phone, see what's going on in the exciting world of Facebook and Twitter. So maybe we can push out some of that restless energy. Just remind ourselves that all the news we need will come to us. Whether it comes to us right now or a little bit, doesn't make too much difference. If it's already happened, there's nothing we can do about it anyway. So we teach ourselves through this sense of exploration and curiosity to become more present, to live in our breath, to be open, one more round. Feel like we're drawing in new inspiration, renewal, regeneration, and then pushing out stale, whatever is not serving us anymore. Let's bring our arms by the side of the body. Knees are bent, tailbone is tucked under just a little so the back and spine is long. Arms are just hanging by the side of the body, shoulders heavy. Scan through the face, make sure there's no tension between your eyes and your cheeks, your teeth or jaw. This is the stance of Wu Qi, the stance of nothingness, no thing, no specific thing, no word, no definition, no sense of limiting or confining through description. You might remind yourself that in every Qigong form, we try and find alertness without tension. So just feel into the body now. How alert do you feel? You might scan the body and notice how many muscles are engaged right now. In your arms, in your chest, in your legs. You might feel into the connection of your feet to the earth. So we have this sense of alertness, readiness, clarity. But also, you might feel that sense of relaxation. Even though you are alert, you are not tense or stressed. See as you take your next breath if you can find that sense of alertness without tension, but also that sense of relaxation without sleepiness or dullness. You might like to bring the hint of a smile to the corner of your mouth. You might tell yourself, I have arrived. Here is my destination. This is my goal. Through stillness, I give myself the best preparation for my next action, whatever it may be. All right, today in the practice, we're going to do some tiger forms. We're in the season of the wood element right now. We're in spring in the Southern Hemisphere, and a wood element is a time for regeneration and renewal, for new beginnings. Sometimes we can feel stuck and we can feel unsure of a way forward. So these wood element forms help us isolate the idea of stress and tension and stuckness. And through movement, we move our chi, our energy, and see if we can find a way forward. Let's start by just taking our fingers into a claw kind of shape. You might explore your claws. And as you bring this tension into the fingers, notice what happens in your forearm, in your shoulders, in your chest. You might sense a kind of tightness that has come into the whole body. What's going to happen? This is our nervous system switching into its sympathetic mode, into its fight or flight. Even though your mind might tell you you are not in any danger in the middle of a Qigong practice, your body senses it purely through this action. Let's find our Laogong point. Our Laogong point is right in the middle of our palm. We can just turn our middle fingers in. Press in. That point is the Laogong point. Once you've found it on your hand, just bring your attention to that point of the hand. We're going to take our arms down. Draw the knuckles together. Shoulders are turning in. That's inhale. And then we're going to take one claw forward, one behind, keeping the knees straight. Flex those claws. And then side out to bring the arms back to center. Inhale to lift. And we turn to the other side. Hips stay forward. Side out. Inhale, drawing energy up. Exhale. Find your own flow with the movement here. And twisting through our thoracic spine, the mid part of our spine. And let's meet back in the middle. We're going to draw our claws up in front of our body. Bending the knees and dropping through the tailbone. Draw the tailbone all the way back, pressing down into the feet. We're going to take our arms all the way down to the floor. You might turn your knuckles into the floor. Try and straighten the legs. Doesn't matter if you can't. Tailbone back. And then we slowly press through the feet, draw the claws back up, bring them to face up, and we drop down again. Tailbone back, weight comes into the back of the body, side out. Pressing through the feet, straighten the legs, slowly roll up. Dropping the elbows down. Weight shifts into the back of the body. Press through the feet, straighten the legs a little. And slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time, peeling up the spine. Tailbone drops back, press through the heels. Slowly roll up. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Knuckles resting on the middle of the sternum. Take a moment to feel into the body right now. We're going to learn the tiger form from the Wu Qin Xi series, the 5 animal frolics. Let's find our claws again. Inhale to draw the energy up. Reach up and back, bending the spine. And then we reach forward, stretch, press into the heels again. Tailbone is back. We're reaching forward as far as we can. And then we side out. Roll up, press through the feet. Draw the energy up again. This time we are going to pounce and step out with our right foot. Pressing through the bent knee, right leg is long. We shift our weight back onto the left leg. We step back. Inhale, drawing the energy up. Exhale, we stretch. Press through the heels. Inhale, we roll all the way up. Lean back, and we pounce left side this time. Press the heel into the ground, take a breath. Shifting the weight to the right foot. Slowly come back to stand. Let's try that again. Inhale to reach up. Reaching back behind the body. Exhale, we stretch. Press through the heels. Take a breath. Inhale, we roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming up all the way. Lean back, and we pounce. Right foot steps out. Embrace your inner tiger. Press through that bent knee. Slowly come back up to stand. Rolling the arms up and back. We stretch, reaching forward. Tailbone is heavy. Side out. Roll up. We reach back, and this time we're pouncing on our left side. Take a step out, heel presses into the floor. We slowly press through the bent knee, come back up to stand. Let's bring palm onto the belly. Take a breath. You might bring your attention back to our dantian, this place where we store energy beneath our hands, center point of gravity in our body. Just give yourself all the time you need to feel into the breath as you inhale, belly expanding. Exhale, side out. So if we can find that pause in between our breaths. All right, we're going to do one more round of our tiger form. Let's find those claws again. Bring our attention to our labrum point, pericardium 8, that point on the middle of our calm. Feel like we're drawing energy in from the earth. As we inhale to lift up, lean back, exhale, stretch. Inhale to roll up, take the arms up and behind the body, and we exhale to step out with the right foot. Slowly shifting the weight, coming back to standing. Inhale to roll up. And we stretch. Tailbone lifts back into the right behind the body. Side up. Roll up. All the way back. This time we pounce on our left side. Pressing into the foot. Slowly come back. Find some stillness. We're going to do one last form to finish the practice today. We're going to be finding our third eye point, our yin Tao point. You might like to just bring 2 fingers in between the eyebrows. You can prop up your elbow if you like. Finding our feet's connection with the earth. Knees might still be slightly bent. This is a point for focus, for memory, for clarity. So as we move through these wood element forms, we might find a sense of clarity through our stillness. Maybe a way forward. This is where we make space for the initiative, the ideas, the planning, the goals to come. Bring your attention right between those eyebrows. Take a breath. Let's bring our palms together at heart center. We're going to inhale to take the hands up high. Lean back and see if we can find that yin Tao point with our fingers. And then we exhale to take the hands forward and down, all the way to the ground, side up. Pressing through the feet, we inhale, turn the fingers up, lean back, find that point. And then we sigh out. Press through the feet, come all the way down. Let it go. See if we can bring our attention back to those pauses between the breath. Inhaling to lift up. Turn the palms. Pause the breath. Exhale, turn the palms down. Press through the floor. Let it go, side up. Inhale to lift up. Exhale. Pressing through the feet. Allow the head to be heavy, body to hang down. Side up. Pressing through the feet. Let's do a couple more. Inhaling to lift up, find our yin Tao point. Pause the breath. And whenever you need to, side out.
Yeah. At the end of your next cycle, you might like to just hang down, allow the knuckles to drag on the ground. Let everything go and ragdoll it out. You might even twist from side to side. And we're very slowly going to roll up. Come back up to standing. Rolling the shoulders. Come back the other direction. Let's bring our hands together. Allow the shoulders to be heavy. Just pause a moment in gratitude for our decision to practice today. You might remember that fourth law of karma, the law of growth. It tells us that whatever has come before will determine the future. So whatever our habits have been will most likely lead to what will be in the future. We always think we can outsmart this, but changing habits is hard. It takes time, it takes awareness, intention, practice, repetition, patience, perseverance, all these things to change the patterns of our lives. So for today, maybe we're just grateful for being here back on the mat and for sharing the energy together. That law of karma, whatever we don't change, we are choosing. So we take responsibility for what's in our life. Create a pattern. Show us the way forward. Thanks as always for sharing practice with us today. Hope everyone has a great day.